Hello and welcome to Graham Snackers. Today I'm going to be trying the chips that I've been hoarding throughout the year as I've been doing the keto diet since January. Now I'm taking a 2-week break from the diet, so I'm going nuts. And I have 3 different flavors of chips that I'd like to try. What's cool about these chips is that they're all sort of like sequel flavors to chips that I've previously reviewed. I did the 3D Doritos whenever those first came back. And now we have a new flavor of Three Cheese 3D Doritos as a tie-in for Stranger Things, which shows you how long I've been hoarding these ones. And then we have the new basketball sponsored tie-in flavor. We've got Flamin' Hot Cheddar and Sour Cream. Pretty excited to try these. And then we have the new like Lay's Let's Steal Another Chips flavor and put it on ours. We got Kettle cooked Fritos chili cheese. So I'm pretty jazzed to try all of these. Like I said, I've been hoarding them for a while, so I'm gonna eat them in order of expiration date. We're gonna start here with the 3D Doritos. So these expired in July, so probably will be stale. It's not like you can get these anymore. These are just chips I've been wanting to eat, and so this is more kind of for fun. I believe the Ruffles you can still get, at least. So yeah, whenever I reviewed 3D Doritos the first time, I was so excited because 3D Doritos are very nostalgic for me whenever they came out when I was like a kid in like the late 90s or whenever. And they were the snack that I always like wanted to come back. You know, if I could pick like any one, I would have picked 3D Doritos, and they actually brought them back. So whenever I saw they had a new flavor, it's like, well, even if I just had to try them stale, I gotta try them. Doritos 3D Crunch 3 Cheese flavored. They smell good. They smell pretty standard. I'm not expecting too much from like a 3 cheese flavor. You know, normal Doritos are nacho cheese, and then the normal 3D Doritos are actually like spicy nacho, I think. Yeah, these are pretty good. They're actually not too stale. Yeah, I figured they'd preserve well. Expiration dates are more like guidelines. I can taste the difference from this from a regular Dorito. These are actually cheesier. Like you get an extra little kick of cheese in the aftertaste. Like first bite, you're just like, yeah, this is basically a Dorito. Oh, hey, hello, more cheeses. I do think these are like just a little stale. So when I get like a standard Dorito, it's like, yeah, these are pretty all right. And then as soon as I bite into one that's like extra coated in flavor, I'm like, oh, actually, this is really good. And then I continue to be a fan of the 3D Dorito. I love the hollow shape. I love the texture. I love the crunch. It's just an improvement over a normal Dorito. I love the size. You can just pop a whole one in your mouth. About 2 in my mouth. I like them quite a bit. It's a nice change from the normal, but I don't know if I get these over whatever the actual like 3D Dorito cheese flavor is. I don't think it's quite spicy nacho. It's something like that. I think I'm fine with these having been just the one-time limited time flavor, and I'm glad I got to try them, even if it's a little stale. Now we're moving on to the Flamin' Hot Cheddar and Sour Cream Ruffles, as designed by LeBron James. I hear he's real good at the basketball. I did a whole video about the other 2 basketball tie-in flavors. Anthony Davis gave us a jalapeno lime flavor, which I think is the best ruffle they've ever ruffled. And then Jason Tatum gave us a Flamin' Hot barbecue, which I also really appreciated because it was inspired by the flavors of my hometown, St. Louis. We have a Flamin' Hot, or we have a spicy barbecue chip here that's well known, and he's from the area. And I said that like these basketball flavors of Ruffles are their best flavors. They're so good. So I said, just keep giving basketball players more Ruffle flavors. And now we have LeBron James, like the biggest name in basketball, giving us a flavor. So it's got to be good. These I do think are still available. So I kind of mean myself by buying them early. They expired in August. So I will say both these chips, they smell more stale than they taste. Well, I guess I haven't tasted these yet, but let's see, a nice red chip. That's great. Wow, these are really good. I bought the little bag because when I was on my diet, I was trying to convince myself like, oh, if I buy the little bag, then I can just eat like 5 of them and do a review. But now I'm wishing I had just gotten the big bag. I like these a lot. It's so interesting. Like you put the chip on your tongue and the first thing you get is like, this is Flamin' Hot. And then from that flavor, the cheddar sour cream grows and grows, and it's more powerful than the Flaming Hot. It is mostly cheddar and sour cream until you're done, and then the aftertaste is like, here's now the spice coming to claim its territory. I like spicy. Cheddar and sour cream, everyone knows, is a top tier Ruffle. It's one of the best chips on the market. Making them spicy? Yes, this is great. These are really good. Well, I just accidentally the entire bag. So, it was great. Ruffles, keep giving your chips to basketball players. I don't know what they're doing, but they're coming up with the best flavors. I'm actually kind of blown away by those. And now we're moving on to the Lay's Kettle Cooked Fritos Chili Cheese Flavored Fritos. Surprisingly, these are the ones I'm kind of looking forward to the most. Because while chili cheese Fritos is one of the chips I've missed the most during my diet, I did really like the concept of putting other chip flavors on Lay's. And in the video I did where I reviewed the Funyun flavored Lay's and the Cool Ranch Dorito flavored Lay's, I said it was a cool experiment and I really wanted them to find chips that I think could be improved by putting on a Frito. And I just want to roll the clip of what I said. Throw honey barbecue Frito twists on, let's say a Kettle Cooked Lay's. None of these were Kettle Cooked. I don't think the Cheetos was Kettle Cooked. And let's go. Let's try that. I was so close. I was so close. I said put the honey barbecue Fritos on a Kettle Cooked Lay's. And they put the chili cheese ones. And I wanted the honey barbecue ones. I explained in that video is because I think that shape is a detriment to the flavor. Chili cheese Fritos are better because the Frito shape is so good for just licking off all that flavor powder. And the honey barbecue twist, all the powder is locked behind the twists. So you gotta chew them up to get the flavor, and by then, it's been diluted. So these are one flavor off. I was so close to predicting, but oh well. I'm so excited to try these. And these only expired in November, so they should be pretty good. They smell like chili cheese Fritos, but it's noticeably different because since these are a potato chip instead of a corn chip, it's jarring because like I kind of expect that corn chip smell, which is nice, but I'm smelling the potato. Actually, we'll see how these work. We could do with some more flavor coating because that's the other problem is like a Frito is heavily coated. They seem pretty lightly coated. These are undeniably a pretty good chip. Fritos chili cheese is just gonna be kind of a knockout no matter where you put it. However, these are significantly worse than chili cheese Fritos. Chili cheese Fritos are top tier, one of the best chips. These, they're good. They have much less flavor than the Fritos. You know, sacrificing that corn chip flavor for a potato chip flavor is fine. I do like a potato chip, but I think that was a flavor that was kind of made for a corn chip. It's still a fun experiment. I want them to try out different stuff like this, but man, if they had put that honey barbecue Frito flavor on here, that could have been the one. I think these are good, but they're disappointing. You know, like I'd rather just have the Fritos. They're not benefiting from this chip. Well, it's been so long, I forgot I had to save a Ruffle to combine them. But at the very least, I can put a 3D Dorito on a chili cheese Frito Lay, and we'll see how that do. It's actually really good. I don't know why. I just made both of them better. 3D Doritos, I rated pretty good. You know, they're a fun flavor. I'm glad I got to try them. Not sad that they're gone. If you miss these, I wouldn't be too sad about it either. Flamin' Hot, cheddar and sour cream Ruffles. I'm a rate them incredible. They're incredible. Ruffles are secretly really good because I think while like a normal Ruffle, I'm not gonna take over like most chips. They've got some knockout flavors. All three of the basketball tie-in flavors are some of the best chips you can get, and I was not let down by these. LeBron James got a touchdown with these flavors. Incredible. And I think they're still out there, so just go get them. These, you know, I should rate them a good because it is still just that good chili cheese flavor. I'm tempted to give them like a fine. I'm gonna say fine. I'm rating them a fine because, like, you know, they could be better. You could have picked a better flavor. If you like chili cheese Fritos and you like Lay's and you're curious, then, and if they're still making them, I'm not sure. These only expired last month, so maybe, you know, I don't regret getting them, but there's more they could have done. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Graham, you're not doing keto right now? That means you get to chug a beer. Yes, except I didn't buy any beer, and it's snowy and icy outside, so I can't go buy beer right now. So I'm beerless for the end of this video, and I'm actually pretty sad about it because I haven't had beer in 11 months. So it looks like for the time being, we're staying in Shotsville.